Okay, so welcome everyone. Today we are a smaller group. I think maybe devotees got some other functions to do, but I think it's still good to start now. Today I would like to start, we will have two sections or two time zones of the Astakalya Lila of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like from 6 evening to 8:24 and from 8:24 to 10:48. The reason is that the first part was actually both of the parts were quite short. So we combined both of them together. And I was reading the lecture of His Holiness Sachinandana Swami, where he's actually speaking of this pastime, and he gave an interesting introduction, which is coming from Christian tradition. And Maharaj mentioned that Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to read every morning also in books from other tradition, just to help him to appreciate the treasure of his own tradition. And Maharaj speak about a non-Christian nun, Teresa d'Avila, that speak about entering an inner castle, the castle that we have in the heart. And she explained that in this castle there are 7 rooms that one needs to enter into until we come to the main temple where we will meet with the Lord. And it's quite related actually to our own philosophy. Maybe how you said, we will maybe put some other things first and some other things second, but it's very related. So she said the first room we can enter with sincere prayer. And then the second room, we will face our inner demons, the anarthas, how we will call them. And then in the third room, you stop carrying bad feelings toward others. Which I found actually very deep. And I was remembering, because our program of Nectar reading is very much connected to meditation in Krishna consciousness, to Smaranam, which is actually quite of a deep topic and advanced topic in Krishna consciousness. So I was remembering when His Holiness Sachinandana Swami gave a seminar on Smaranam in the Govardhan Retreat Center during Kartik time or after Kartik time. He had invited a sadhu from Braj, Panditji, to speak few words about Smaranam. And Panditji was, first he said, Smaranam, you can just have it if you get the blessings of Guru. But then he said that actually he started to speak about not finding faults in others, but finding the faults in yourself, which I found was extremely grounding, because how can we actually enter into higher levels of Krishna consciousness if we are still very much having difficulty to deal with people and to be kind ourselves and to actually overcome those negative and low-class tendencies. So this is actually what comes up in the third room of this castle, where we stop carrying bad feelings in our heart toward others. And then in the fourth room, we combine effort and the grace of the Lord, which is also very much known in our philosophy. In the fifth room, we realize our spiritual potential. And at that time, actually, we become like a butterfly. There is like a deeper transformation into our consciousness. And in the sixth room, we find the guidance of the spiritual master. We find the spiritual master, and then we are ready to enter into the seventh room, where the Lord is waiting for us. And it's interesting because Maharaj, when he speaks about that, and then he speaks about the Bhagavad Gita and how actually in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is openly inviting us. And he mentioned it's like a love letter of Krishna to the living entity, where he said, I want a loving relationship with you. I think we can do it. I will give you all protection. I will nourish you with divine love. Let us go there. So I thought of that. It's interesting because we are coming to the seventh room where the Lord is opening from the inside. We cannot open it from our side, but at the same time, we hear of how much the Lord is willing to open the door and to have this relationship with all living entities. That means it's almost like the door is already open or slightly open, and now it's just up to us to make the last step into this room. So we enter, this is like the notes to enter today's Gauranga meditation. There is an ocean of rasa going on in the Chaitanya Lila, an ocean of ecstatic world with great waves of spiritual emotions. So we will start today by, I will share my screen first. Okay. So we will have a meditation for the first part from 6 to 8:24 and a meditation from 8:24 to 10:48. But first we will need to offer obeisances, and we will go today to Srivasangam to offer our obeisances, because a lot will happen there today in Srivasangam. And today we will include our spiritual master into the obeisances. So we will do a little bit deeper meditation. What we will do, we will first observe nicely the picture of Srivasangam, go in our mind to this place, and then we will visualize, we will offer obeisances, and then in our mind we will visualize our spiritual master. And for that we can take a picture that we have maybe on our altar. I mean, it can be Prabhupada, it can be Sachinandana Swami, for as you wish. And you can visualize a picture that you have seen often, picture that you have on the altar. And then I'm preparing a seminar on Vaishnava etiquette, and I was listening from Bhakti Chaitanya Swami that was saying when we offer obeisances, it's like we go with our head and touch the feet of the person to whom we offer our obeisances. So we will meditate that our head is at the feet of our spiritual master, and then we will pray to him for entrance into the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya for today. So let us now look very carefully at the picture in Srivasangam. Now we can close our eyes. Just before we close our eyes, is the sitar music loud enough in the background? Do you hear something? Or yes, okay, good. Little higher, yeah, okay. So we can now close our eyes. We can feel and see ourselves in Rasta courtyard, and atmosphere, very, very beautiful, sweet and spiritual atmosphere. You remember how in this particular place, Lord Chaitanya had so many kirtans. Now we see our spiritual master sitting there in the courtyard. See him as we know him, and we come close to him and offer our obeisances, bringing our head with lotus. recite our pranam mantra, prepare our prayers. We ask him permission to be allowed to enter today into the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Now sit and look at him. Smiling at us, eyes are shining. We feel in our heart that all blessings were given. Our eyes, okay. So we will have the first meditation today, which is in the evening time. Lord Chaitanya is taking his evening bath into the Ganga. We can now observe the picture nicely, see how shining Lord Chaitanya is. You can imagine we are one of those devotees and choose to be the one the closest, who is able to see very beautifully, very clearly the form of the Lord. Now we will go to that. Yeah. Maybe Nupu, you like to read it? We do like we do usually. We will read it 3 times, and the third times we will close our eyes. And after 3 times, we will keep a little time for trying to see it in our mind's eyes and meditate on it.
Mahaprabhu respectfully enters Ganga Devi and worships the sacred water by offering a ghee lamp and flowers. His associates see his beautiful golden body decorated by shining drops of water. He is very tall with lovely blackish hair. Mahaprabhu respectfully enters Ganga Devi and worships the sacred water by offering a ghee lamp and flowers. His associates see his beautiful golden body decorated by shining drops of water. He is very tall with lovely blackish hair. Mahaprabhu respectfully
Yes.
Mahaprabhu respectfully enters Ganga Devi and worships the sacred water by offering a ghee lamp and flowers. His associates see his beautiful golden body decorated by shining drops of water. He is very tall with lovely blackish hair.
Okay. So now we can go to the reading of the text. And change the sharing of the screen. Yeah. Please. Maybe Nikunja Biharini, if you would like to start the reading.
Time Lima. Dusk pastimes. 6 p.m. till 8:24 p.m. Gauranga takes bath and then worships the deity. Gaurachandra has been all day out, but now, as the sun is setting, he quickens his steps together with his devotees who are all colorfully dressed. He arrives at the banks of the Ganges, removes all his clothes, and dress with a lungi. Mahaprabhu respectfully enters Ganga Devi and worships the sacred water by offering a ghee lamp and flowers. His associates see his beautiful golden body decorated by shining drops of water. He is very tall, with lovely blackish hair. A male servant comes and rinses Mahaprabhu's body with fresh water scented with aguru. Another servant steps forward, combs his hair and then ties them in a top knot. Then his body is dressed with fresh clothes and beautiful ornaments. Another servant comes forward with a golden pitcher, and washes his feet because they are a little bit suspicious. Upon arriving home, enters the Devi, lights a lamp and goes into the temple. On the altar is a shalagram Shila of Vishnu. Gaurachandra offers obeisances and performs the arati. He offers many gifts to the deity, gives him achama and a delicious meal. Later, he brings the Lord to rest. Gauranga comes out of the temple and sits upon a divine lion throne, as such is bliss knows no bounds. All the offerings that were presented to the deity are saved separately for the evening. Gaurachandra calls his servants and associates to come and partake the prasadam by calling out, "Haribol, Haribol!" They all have banana leaves before them. Some items are brought out and placed before them. Prabhu smilingly eats with the greatest happiness. After washing his mouth, Gaura Raya sits down again as Vishnupriya Devi remains nearby to offer him betel. Knowing the intense bliss of his mother's heart, Prabhu stays there and sits with Lakshmi. Then suddenly Prabhu becomes overwhelmed by love and emotions. He thinks of the house of Shrivasa, where he will soon perform ecstatic kirtans. Rapidly, Gaurachandra leaves his home and walks to Srivasa's house. What splendor is seen during the dusk time! In the four directions is a great tumult of singing and music. Brilliant lamps are lit in the row by the streets, making all the town spotlessly pure by their effulgence. Traveling on the path like a maddened lion, Prabhu eventually arrives at Srivasa's residence. Seeing Prabhu come in, Srivasa becomes very jubilant and the great ecstasy blossom among him and his family members. Bowing down, they wash his feet and invite Gaurachandra to sit upon a divan lion throne.
Thank you. So that was for the first part, and now we will have a small meditation on the second part from 8:24 to 10:48, and then we will come back to the reading. So yeah. So this is the picture of the next many groups. We can also visualize this picture. Look very carefully how Nityananda and Gadadhar are dancing on the side of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Appreciate that beautiful top knot, malati flowers, how the garlands also dancing on their bodies, how everyone is absorbed. And Divya Kishori, would you like to read it again? We read 3 times. The last time we close our eyes and then we will try to memorize it or recall it in our own mind.
Hare Krishna. Sri Advaita performs the arti, overwhelmed with delight, while gazing upon his own Lord. To the right is Nityanand Chandra, radiant with uncommon mannerisms, deeply absorbed in transcendental mellows. To the left is Gadadhar, striking elegant poses, holding up a new and brilliant umbrella. Sri Advaita performs the arti, overwhelmed with delight, while gazing upon his own Lord. To the right is Nityanand Chandra, radiant with uncommon mannerisms, deeply absorbed in transcendental mellows. To the left is Gadadhar, striking elegant poses, holding up a new and brilliant umbrella.
And close our eyes.
Sri Advaita performs the art overwhelmed delight while gazing upon his own Lord. To the right is Nityanand Chandra, radiant with uncommon mannerisms, deeply absorbed in transcendental mellows. To the left is Galadhar, striking elegant poses, holding up a new and brilliant umbrella.
You and we will have a last one before Vajanti.
Everyone become very jubilant and their moods are clearly revealed in their behavior. Someone offers prayers, someone renders various services, and someone offers palmfuls of flowers at the Lord's sacred feet. Someone brings diverse offerings, while someone else offers betel into his mouth, while feeling limitless bliss. Everyone becomes very jubilant, and their moods are clearly revealed in their behavior. Some offer prayers, someone renders various services, and someone offers palmfuls of flowers at the Lord's sacred feet. Someone brings diverse offerings, while someone offers betel into his mouth, while feeling limitless bliss.
Close our eyes.
Everyone become very jubilant, and their moods are clearly revealed in their behavior. Someone offers prayers, someone renders various services, and someone offers palmfuls of flowers at the Lord's sacred feet. Someone brings diverse offerings, while someone offers betel into his mouth, while feeling limitless bliss.
So we will continue the reading. Maybe because we are not so many today, you won't mind if one time I read. The evening Arati of Sri Gauranga. Nityananda Prabhu arrives and meets with everyone. He sits to Mahaprabhu's right, with his face blossoming. Then comes Advaita Chandra, the ocean of prema, and Gadadhar, Narahari, Mukunda, Vidar, Brakeshvara, Haridas, and all the assembly of devotees. Now we hear about the Arati, Gora Arati of the Lord, from a slightly different song from Narahari. Glories, glories to the Arati of Gaur Kishore. Sitting upon Sim Hassan, he appears to be a golden mountain, filling the overflowing heart of all the young women in the universe. Sri Advaita performs the Arati overwhelmed with delight, while gazing upon his own Lord. To the right is Nityananda Chandra, radiant with uncommon mannerism, deeply absorbed in transcendental mellows. To the left is Gadadhar, striking elegant poses, holding up a new and brilliant umbrella. Srivas throws shower of flowers, while Narahari continuously waves the chamara whisks. To Klambara apply chandan on the Lord's forehead, while Murari Gupta shout Jai! Madhava, Vasugosh, Purushottam, Vijay, Mukunda, and other great souls of royal caliber are singing sweet ragas, endowed with much less embellishment. They play expertly on mridangas, tom-toms, small drums, flute, and tiny, high-pitched flutes. Bells and cymbals resound with loud ringing, while gong clang with dense reverberations. Rakeshvara dances in supreme exhilaration with luscious movements, spinning round and round. The Rasikas Gadadhar, Idar, Goridas, and Haridas dance, while overwhelmed, saturated with rasa. Gora's face beams a sweet nectarian smile as he marvels how wonderfully those devotees perform kirtan in extreme bliss. He is the ornament of Braj, saturated with rasa, and the distributor of supremely matchless bliss, Nadia. Maybe, let's see. Let's continue the reading. Maybe Nupur, if you can continue.
The demigods in the sky are engrossed in this vision, and their king Indra is able to leave only after great effort. The husband of Parvati and four-faced one experienced shivers of delight as copious tears continuously cascade from their eyes. The three worlds are excitedly jubilant as Shesha chants description of this scene, narrating the names of the participating devotees. After, com-
Yeah.
After completing the Aarti ceremony, Advaita shouts very loudly and begins dancing wildly. Sachi Devi takes her daughter-in-law to the front of the house along with Sita Devi and gathers with all the devotees' wives. They stay in the house and gaze at the loveliness of Gauranga. The son of Sachi smiles and attracts the mind of all by his own divine beauty and qualities. Nityananda, Gadadhar, Advaita, Srivas, and everyone else continuously swims in the ocean of ecstatic love. Everyone become very jubilant and their moods are clearly revealed in their behavior. Someone offers prayers, someone render various services, someone offers palmfuls of flowers at the Lord's sacred feet. Someone brings diverse offerings while someone offers betel in his mouth while feeling limitless bliss. This fathomless Pradosh Leela defines description, the servant of Sri Gauranga and Nityananda. Krishnadas narrates the Lord's pastime.
Thank you very much. So we will go to the final meditation. We will try to go through all what we heard today. Which picture? Okay, so Vajanti request to put the last picture on the screen. Okay. So please close your eyes. And we will first see how Lord Chaitanya at sunset is going to the Ganga to take his bath. He's walking quickly, followed by his assistants who have colorful dresses. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bench, undress, take a longi, respectfully into the Ganges. Is then offering light, flowers, everyone is watching him, looking at the beauty of his body. It is decorated by small droplets of water. He's very tall, he has lovely locks of hair. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes out of the water. One servant is rinsing his body with fragrant water. One servant comes and brushes or combs the hair of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and make them in a top knot. Other servants dry his body, while another servant helps him to dress. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes home and goes to the temple room of his house. Mother Sachi gives sign to Vishnu Priya to light the lamp and bring it to the temple. Lord Chaitanya offers his obeisances to the Shalagram Shila of Vishnu. There's many gifts to the deity. Lamps, incense, man, and a full, delicious meal. Later on, Mahaprabhu brings the deities to rest. We come out of the temple where he will partake in the meal together with his associates and servants. He's calling them, shouting, Haribol, Haribol! All seated down, having banana leaves in front of them, and the delicious prasad is served. And Mahaprabhu is very, very beautiful. He's smiling. He's eating with great happiness. Later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washes his mouth and hands and sits next to Vishnu Priya to offer him betel. The bliss of such a being has no bound, seeing beautiful darshan of Atman. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu become excited in remembering that he's now going to Shiva Sangam. Very rapidly, he leaves his home. Dusk has come, and all the roads are lighted with rows of candles that give an impression of purity, beauty. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walks and walks towards Shiva's house. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrives in Shiva Sanga's house, Shivas and his family member offer obeisances and wash the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then many other of the associates are coming. Gadadhar, Narahari, Nityananda, Sridhar, Rakeshvara. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sits on a golden lion throne. Gaura Arati starts. Sri Advaita performed the Arati, overwhelmed with delight as he gazed upon his own Lord. To the right is Nityananda Chandra, radiant with uncommon mannerism, deeply absorbed in transcendental mellows. To the left is Gadadhar, striking elegant poses, holding up a new and brilliant umbrella. He was full of flowers, and the Lord and Narahari waved the chamara. Shuklambara, very shyly, the Lord and apply chandan on his forehead. Shout, Jai, Jai. Madhava Ghosh, Vasudh Ghosh, Purushottam, all are engaged in a very melodious and heartfelt kirtan. While Brakeshvara and many other Rasika devotees dance. They dance with luscious movements, spinning round and round. Gauranga is watching this amazing scene. He's really happy in his heart. Achidevi, Vishnupriya, and the other wives of the devotees are watching this from some distance. Lord Chaitanya smiles and attracts the mind of all by his own divine beauty. Everyone becomes very jubilant, and their moods are clearly revealed in their behavior. Someone offers prayers, someone renders various service, while other offers a handful of flour at the Lord's Supper. Someone brings diverse offerings, while someone offers betel into his mouth, while feeling limitless bliss. Mahaprabhu ki jai. Thank you for joining today. Huh? You have some. It's actually what we are doing is actually dhyanam. It's like meditating on a long, like going really through a full meditation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I think you can all feel it. It's very, very nice, very, very beautiful. I don't know if you have anything you would like to share, any reflections or questions about today's session.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. I just wanted to share that the second Leela which was shared, I felt like Gaur Aarti is happening. So something like that was coming to my mind, and very close associates of Mahaprabhu's names were there, Narahari and different names, which generally I have not read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but I think these are in another Chaitanya Bhagavat and somewhere. So it brings a lot of happiness, joy that whatever like the aarti which we are doing every day in the evening is happening there. So and that the picture was very beautiful actually, how Mahaprabhu is smiling. So when now I think when I will try to do the aarti, so this picture I can start reflecting on this picture that this is happening in spiritual world. So thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Can you imagine? I mean, I guess many of us, we are sometimes in the Gaurarati, but can you imagine if when we are in the Gaurarati, we will see that in our mind's eyes, how how different the Gaurarati will be than the normal Gaurarati, where our mind are anywhere and everywhere. Thank you. Janti, you have something you'd like to share?
I mean, like at some point, because we were speaking about Shuklambara Brahmachari, and because we heard already about him times ago, and yeah, I just felt again also similar also to Dibya Kishori, how the Lord was also reciprocating. He had deeper relationship with all these devotees, like Shuklambara would even go every day to visit him, and now Shuklambar comes to him and put the fact how the Lord must also was so happy also at some point. Lord Chaitanya is just actually looking from his point of view, he's looking to all the scene, and he's also like so happy just to see his devotees. So that was yeah, this relationship, how Lord Chaitanya loves his associates, and how he was also eager like to now let's go for the kirtan. He was yeah. So this and the beautiful when he's walking is the dusk, is almost coming night, and all the candles are there, and now you're walking, so that also must be very beautiful, Lord Chaitanya.
We were actually last year when we were in the GRC, we went to the Govardhan Hill, but we had still a few rounds to chant, but it was dark. So we thought, okay, we walk on the road. But when we came there, someone had put many lights that were going close to Giriraj, and we were walking there. And it was just so magical, yeah, so beautiful. Nupur, I saw you were unmuting yourself before. You also had something to share?
Yes, Prabhuji, I really want to thank. Actually, it's really very nice. Like every Saturday, we do meditation. And throughout the day, even doing something like Srila Prabhupada said, always remember Krishna. But in these meditations, it really helps us, without pushing ourselves to remember Krishna. Even the small thing, like last to last time we were doing like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is walking, and there are so many trees and fruits are there. They are like offering obeisances. So it is really nice. Like I was thinking, we should do each and every activity in our Krishna consciousness like this. Do we should take out some time for meditation. It is really necessary. It really helps us, like Sachi Mata was calling everyone. So just even thinking that, just call everyone and see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how everybody is offering their prayers. Some are offering flowers, some are applying chandan. So it is really very beautiful. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Nupur. Nikunja Biharini, you have some reflections or thoughts?
I was no, maybe I was more focused on how Gauranga performs arati to deity of Vishnu, and then sharing this prasadam this time. So I have more details of this, but everything is very beautiful. Thank you for engaging my mind.
Thank you. I was personally thinking how we can really see the beautiful interaction between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees. Already when he takes his bath, that they are there. It's interesting that even when he comes out of the Ganga, someone is rinsing him with fragrant water, and how they help him to dress and dry him and do the top knot. And I guess because it's written that Mahaprabhu was offering lamp and flowers to the Ganga, so most probably some of the devotees were preparing the ghee lamp and lighting it to give to him. And so I was thinking of that meditating on all those small interaction between the devotees, and after when he's calling all the servants and associate to eat with him, and then of course the arati, it's like an outburst of ecstasy and happiness, and also with Vrakeshvara, it's interesting when you hear about a particular associate of the Lord, you immediately see this person in a different way. So I mean, it was not in the text, but when we had the meditation, I could see him because he's coming to put chandan on Mahaprabhu's forehead. Shuklambara. And I thought he must be very shy because he's a very humble type of person. So he should come in. So it's very nice to see how Murari Gupta shout Jai Ho, and they throw flowers, and it's just like an outburst of loving exchange, or actually loving exchange between the Lord, and how we see also the Lord appreciating those loving exchange from his devotees. So it's I still look for a quote I did not find yet, but it's the quote that say, if I hear about the pastimes of Lord Krishna, it's nice, but my heart is not really touched. But when I hear of the loving exchange between the Lord and his devotee, then for sure my heart gets attracted and touched deeply. So we thank you for joining us today. May the beautiful pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stay in our consciousness as long as possible. And next week we will not have the session because we have here in Golokadam a great festival. We will share with you the link for the online Bhakti Immersion Retreat that you can follow online, and the schedule also, so that you can join us. It will be a very, very fantastic lecture and very much based on Smaranam for this festival. So you might appreciate it. So thank you very much. Wishing you all the best. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Jai Gaur.
Jai